grab, that is always a good check mark to have versus Game & Watch. Game & Watch loves to play out of shield. Shielding with Game & Watch is just a solid option. You have, you know, some of the fastest up B options out of shield, and you combo off of it as well. So if you have something to at least threaten them from not shielding so much, and Falcon definitely does get a lot of combos off the grab. So that is going to be at least a saving grace in this matchup for Andrik. But of course, you know, you don't always have to just worry about the character. Maister is, you know, was ranked number 6 before quarantine for offline play. So definitely a very seasoned and experienced player.
Oh yes, of course, and unfortunately for Andrik, you know, we do praise him a lot for his play and all, but on paper, this is still Game & Watch's, well, one of his best matches, you know, probably the worst for Falcon, but every little hit counts, and really, Andrik, even though he might get just 2-hit combos, those are good. Like, that's what you actually need. Falcon at the end of the day hits really hard, and Game & Watch is pretty light, so the paper might tell us one thing, but really, as the more patient Andrik can play it, the better. And catching those kinds of overextensions and mistakes from Maister are going to be key. And so far, he's not doing that bad of a job. He did take a lot of damage at the beginning, but so far, keeping a straight face, you know?
The range on Falcon's up B just keeps surprising me. There's, oh, and the slight hold on the up smash. Maister coming in, no mercy, and yeah, just is able to really. I love the stagger charge just because it made Andrik feel safe to jump or do some other option other than shield. Maister is at KO % though. Down tilt. Okay, oh, not close enough. Tried to pick it up with the up B as well. Up B is going to be a great KO option, and especially on Battlefield and these other platforms, you are going to have platform mix-ups in terms of just like after the up B, is he going to fastball through the platform or is he not?
And on shield as well, because you can actually grab that shield and maybe look for a KO through that if you catch Maister a little too comfortable on it, kind of like that. And there's the first stock. Andrik actually keeping this somewhat even, at least on the stock count, but of course, we know that Maister's extensions are what really matters here. And Andrik, once again, trying to go for that up B. He knows how good of an option it's going to be, especially more into the future. Careful, Maister actually the disadvantage for the first time on the set, didn't last long. But the fact that Andrik's keeping it even speaks to how, you know, calm he's willing to play this, how much of the long game he is willing to go for. And the up smashes to catch him on landings, that's what he wants. Andrik on the advantage, people.
Yeah, missed the tech. Sorry, that will be your stock. Andrik with the get-up attack as well. One thing I do notice, I did talk about the grabs earlier, but Game & Watch is that floatier character that you have that, you know, frame 3 option to mash, which is up B, out of combos. So that could definitely be another reason why, you know, Falcons don't like this matchup, because even if you do get the grab, not much. But one nice thing is up B is a grab KO option, so I feel like that at least is kind of another saving grace here. But nonetheless, Andrik playing so well. The down air does connect, but that angle gonna let Andrik survive a little bit longer. The fake into the down air, yes, it is gonna take the stock. 26% racked up.
Yes, that's a problem. He knows he can match that up B from Falcon with the keep, and really not expect any kind of punish from his side. But still, look, Andrik's keeping to his game plan, trying to catch as many up smashes as he can. Again, that's the advantage. The fact that the game, which is such a light character, means that he is going to die early. So the slightest of reads that Andrik can get are going to play a really big role here. And as for that said, that Andrik took on Maister way back when in the quarantine. Captain Falcon wasn't quite as buffed as he is now. We know that a patch recently came out that gave Falcon some interesting buffs, so he has definitely been in the lab, and if there's one matchup that he needs to lab, it's this one. But of course, just keeping it patient, you know, it's working wonders so far, and it won't be it, get this from center stage, but the next one, oh boy, the next one might just do it, kind of like this. Oh, I can't catch it.
Yeah, both these characters have, I wouldn't say unpunishable up smashes, but very hard to punish up smashes. Ooh, the down B barely slipping up and over. Maister, can you get the hit? No, you get the sour spot on the up air. It's not enough. You try to go for a deep up air. Off stage scenario now. The neutral B can confirm. Oh, okay, the get up attack, another great one.
Also, some people have been catching Maister doing a lot is the keys onto the platforms. Usually a pretty safe option, but if you can catch that read, if you can get that read, you're gonna get the punish, but no jump from Andrik, that's gonna do it! Oh, burnt his jump too early, and that's death. And you know what, I think he kind of overcompromised by going off stage trying to catch Maister on his recovery there. You know, putting himself off stage, that's not where you want to be against Game & Watch, but still, kept it even all the way to the end, and I think that's more than a lot of Captain Falcon mains can say.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that was the one and only time he went off stage. With you know, like if he hit it, everyone pops off, right? But it's like I feel like he's not doing it so much to the point where it's like, okay, that's like it might have been more of like a trump card or a curveball, right? Didn't work out. He didn't even die off of the scenario regardless. The main reason why he ended up losing that stock there is just the double jump to ledge. He didn't really sweet spot it too well, and that meaty Game & Watch dash attack is just so good at framing. So just you got to really watch how you double jump to ledge there, especially against a character like Game & Watch.
Oh, careful, he's trying to get the horizontal escape, but it won't work. Andrik with a great DI to escape that combo, but really scary position to be in. Trying to get the knee as well, won't work. But yeah, you know what I see a lot? Sorry.
Yeah, tried to get the reverse knee to the left, which was interesting. Still picks it up with the up smash. Definitely could have got the knee to the right, but Andrik wanted the stock there, and that's a decision I super respect, right? Like, it's like, okay, well, I could get the stock at 60 maybe if I try to go for this. It might be harder to get, it might not be true, but definitely the option. No double jump, though. Yeah, see you later.
Same situation as last stock from last game. That's gonna do it with the down smash. Keeps catching Andrik jumping too soon. And you know what? That's a habit that Maister has absolutely capitalized off of. I don't think Andrik has actually been keeping track as to what resources he has on recovery. Just tries to go for everything. And yeah, that's kind of part of the Falcon playstyle, but against Game & Watch, you kind of have to play it against it. And what I was about to say, well, it's probably not gonna happen, but I was gonna point out that there have been pretty much no up air approaches, up air strings. Of course, Game & Watch just escape from those, but not even to cover ground. I don't think Andrik is gonna try to approach with those at all. And careful, that could have been a really bad trade-off on top, you know, off the top. It's only one off.
Wow. Finally, Maister ledge rolls in, and the one time Andrik is not ready to cover it, because even just in terms of Andrik's ledge trapping positioning, looks very ready to cover the roll. Maister does get the roll, does get the up smash underneath as well, and able to close out the stock. Now Maister pretty much up an entire stock here and racking up quite a bit of damage.
Yes, indeed. All that damage keeping up. And you know what? Game & Watch is an expert character to do so. I don't think Andrik really... you know, on this stage, it was looking great at the beginning, but now as we move along, I don't think he actually has any new tricks up his sleeve. Maister has kind of seen it all, so he's just gonna throw those preemptive hitboxes to make sure that Andrik doesn't approach. And what's this one going to be? An up smash? No, I've also seen Maister go for a lot of down smashes at times, you know, just to kind of make sure his opponent won't approach. Really complicated to punish, and even though Falcon does have some frame data to do so, it's going to end up in a trade, and at this percent, that's the last thing you want. But Andrik, oh, I was about to say that Andrik might get himself another stock on the board, but no, that's not gonna happen. 2 stock. Man, Maister looking better and better as time goes on.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate. I think Andrik kind of hesitated on the whiff punish there on the first down air, so Maister was able to do another short hop down air. And at that point, you know, since Andrik went for the up B punish with the slight hesitation, he got hit from the second down air, and Andrik was actually holding up, so he was DIing like upwards to the blast zone, so that actually KO'd him a lot earlier than it should, but obviously that happens. No one ever wants to, most of the time, no one usually wants to intentionally DI something bad. It's usually because they like dash a certain way or they're pressing a certain direction on a move, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not kind of part of the game plan, but kind of have to keep it into consideration in this matchup in particular. Desperate times, desperate measures is what I say. And for a Falcon main, I'm sure it has to be pretty frustrating not being able to go in as much. That might also be hurting Andrik's stamina. Not that he's not used to playing this. I'm sure that against Spargo and other matchups, player matchups, he makes sure to be as patient as possible and never overcommit. But against Game & Watch in particular, and this being Maister, he knows that it's, a 1 frame differential between him being successful in his approach and him eating a lot of percent up. And that's what we keep seeing, even though he has the advantage here in terms of percent. That's the thing. Just 1 hit. And we're back to the natural order of things. But this might be a big combo. How's he gonna end it? Oh, waited for that bucket. Had he charged that up smash a bit more, that might have worked, but no, I think he was too far off.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of Falcons go for, Nair 1 combos and things like that. I think it's just so hard to get that against Game & Watch. We haven't seen Andrik really fish for any of those. You're going to get punished on shield, and like if you try to delay your aerial and try to go for the Nair 1, Game & Watch is probably already hitting Nair and just beating you out anyway. And the forward smash, really great stuff. The get up attack has been kind of bailing Andrik out of a lot of sticky scenarios, and Maister capitalizes on that and gets the stock for it here in this game number 3.
Yes, again, it's just the slightest of trade-offs. And really, Andrik was kind of shining through in the very first game with his platform pressure whenever Maister landed on those, but Maister has done the work to read where Andrik is going to end up, so he won't land on them in the first place, and cover a lot of terrain with the key. But the forward tilt actually beating the key on startup, that was a trade that I haven't seen in forever. I don't think I've ever seen that, but it won't matter that much. Maister still living up to 183, and that's never something you want to see with such a light character. The trades are not benefiting Andrik at all, and if anything, until this dash attack, I kind of saw Maister taking another stock before Andrik, but he does have a chance here. He has some rage, and he absolutely had to wait for that up smash to come through.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy because a lot of these lighter characters. Oh, the down air, but the DI in from Maister. I think even if the DI out, he would have lived, but probably would have got a ledge trap scenario. Nonetheless, a really good DI in. You usually want to do that. Okay, offstage scenario, saves the double jump, uses the directional air dodge here. The jab, the down air, trying to get sneaky with it. Okay, now Andrik, here's his opportunity to tack on some damage. Maybe set up a scenario where this max rage can be used here, but the forward air will connect and it will KO Andrik from center stage.
Deny. That's the name of the game. No mercy from Maister is what we're seeing, and that in-game tag is true. Mr. Gun main from Tekken 3 ain't doing much in terms of damage, and we keep seeing these small windows of opportunities for Andrik to come in. It's just the mental pressure that Maister has managed to put on. Some might call it the avatar state. Hasn't happened yet, not spamming down smash yet, but it's still a state in which Andrik is really gonna have to think twice or 3 times about every approach he attempts. And this, Mr. Charles, might just do it. Best ledge trapping in the world, as he calls it. Oh, but the DI actually saves Andrik. Back to the, close to the blast zone. And yeah, really tough spot for Andrik to be in here. I'm not losing Fate yet, but it's kind of curtains.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, even though that ledge trap didn't really KO, look at all the damage Maister got from it. Already 155%. Maister still has 1 stock of insurance in the pocket as well. Dash attack, the double jump gets burned early here. No double jump. We're just going to get pelted by everything. Everything Mr. Game & Watch is cooking here. The dash attack doesn't KO. I know I don't know the exact percent Game & Watch throws will KO, but I know it's pretty late. Like, probably past 200, yeah.
Yeah, look, that one wasn't anywhere close to killing. It might just be a dash attack. Oh, wait a minute! Andrik actually has a chance here. Will he capitalize off of all the rage he has? No, he won't. Unfortunately, that dash attack is going to end it. And really, Charles Maister just playing the matchup. He didn't really need